This is Nikki Bell. Let's go. So you all know that I'm a strategic advisor direct to project investors, and your spiritual wealth is your spiritual health. So if you can see above me, the clouds are forming and there's lots of rain today, and I am not dressed for the occasion, but that's okay. Today we're going to talk about valuation. So there's investors out there who ask for a company's valuation, who invest in certain types of companies that don't make revenue or, don't have the means to make the revenue, building their teams or just starting out, or maybe they've been trying for years, what have you. So that's called pre-seed, pre-revenue, or it's called revenue, but based on the criteria of the investor, where they know you're not making a lot, and there's investors out there that do that. Then there's revenue where you've made a lot, you've made a lot of revenue as a company, and the investor is looking at you because, they know that their return on investment is going to be amazing. So the first message is for the investors, those of you investors that know the company makes no money or a little bit of money, in terms of revenue, and you're asking them for documentation based on their valuation. So, valuation, as we know, is how much a company is worth, how much a company makes. So it's how much they make first, which determines how much they're worth. So when you know that their valuation is next to none and you're asking them for the valuation, that's absurd. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. And it happens a lot in our industry. Okay, so stop doing it. All right. And then those companies who go out to, get that valuation, analyze or, get feedback on the valuation. There's companies that charge a fee for that, and they'll say, okay, this is what your valuation is. And usually they base it on the industry. So let's say it's healthcare, any kind of healthcare industry, for example. They'll say, oh, the healthcare industry is worth $8 billion and you've got this fantastic thing that you're doing. And so your valuation is going to be $2 million. That's wrong. That's absurd. That's lying. That's not the truth. Again, your valuation is how much you make as a company, which determines how much your company is worth. If you're making $1, your valuation is $1. Okay? If you're making $1 million, your valuation is $1 million, meaning how much you make is how much your company is worth. That's called a valuation. That's a clear-cut valuation. So I call bullshit from the investor asking for these impossible, documents. And then I call bullshit on you going out and paying someone to come up with this. Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm a fee-based strategist, and I could save you a lot of trouble, investors, on what kind of documents you actually need, that are authenticated, so on and so forth. And I'm fee-based, And so what will happen is the investor will bypass me, and then they will look for, someone else to do that. And they've got all these people, professionals that represent them, but yet they're not getting the answers that they need until they come and they see Nikki Bell. So whether you're an investor or a company, if you really want to know what's going on, if you really want to know the truth, if you really want to have the correct documents in place that needs to happen, come see me, contact me, because again, I call bullshit. That's it. This is Nikki Bell. Let's go.